So we see here this high esteem. Also favor. Find favor in high esteem in the sight of Yahuah and man. Once again, righteous men, not the wicked ones. The wicked ones will come against you. The wicked one will hate you. The wicked one will want to kill you. Verse 5, trust in Yahuah with all your heart, lean not to your own understanding. We are bent on leaning on our own understanding as far as we can understand. And when it's something we don't understand, we don't lean on him. We don't lean on his word. I can show someone something in the word. Here it is. And they continue to lean on their own understanding. These people don't trust the Most High with all their heart. I was just thinking about the comment I had to deal with. You know, I made a comment. One of the righteous people in the comment section trying to help someone out using scripture. And they didn't want to hear that. And the only thing I said was rebels will be rebels and agents will be agents. And then the person have to come back. By no means, I'm no agent. I didn't call anyone an agent. Number 2, you're giving yourself away by saying, by no means, I'm no agent. That means you're a rebel then. You're calling yourself a rebel. Why did you say I'm no agent or rebel? So you're not going to, these people are not trusting in the Most High with all their heart. And they lean to their own understanding. Dude gonna be our king. Dude gonna sit on the throne. When it says the posterity, one that comes from dude will sit on the throne. It's right there. And so they will continue to lean on their own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. If you acknowledge him for who he is, you seek him 10 times more. Acknowledge him, keep his ways, stay in his word. When he says turn right, you turn right. When he says turn left, you turn left. When he says go ahead, you go straight ahead. When he says stop, you stop. When he tells you not to do something, you don't do it, regardless of what anyone says, because there will be those that don't understand what the Most High is telling you to do, and they will come against you. Even though you tell them the Most High told me not to do this. They don't care. They don't know the Most High like you do. So we have to stay in his path. We have to stay in his word. When he give us a command, we have to stay with that command no matter what. Forsaking all others. Do not be wise in your own eyes. We're being told. Our people, the rebels, they're wise in their own eyes. These camp leaders, they're wise in their own eyes. That's why they keep Passover in their homes. They keep Passover in the land of captivity. They're wise in their own eyes. They said, well, they kept it in the wilderness. We can keep it outside the land also. Not understanding scripture, not knowing what's going on in the scripture. Fear Yahuah and depart from evil. This is the problem. We don't fear Yahuah. And we refuse to depart from evil because many of our people are evil. The righteous are beginning to understand this. Most of our people are evil. And so if they are evil, we must depart from them. This is the problem. We don't fear the Most High. And we stay amongst evil. If you know that nation is the most evil nation on earth, even if the Most High didn't tell us to flee, we should have a heart to get away from this mess. We want out of the Christians want out of the mess. The Christians see that it's a mess and they want out. But their way of getting out is called the rapture. And we know that's not going to happen. Deuteronomy 28, starting with the first verse. Now it shall come to pass. You want to know how to hear from the Most High? If you diligently obey the voice of Yahuah, your mighty one, to observe carefully all his commandments, which I command you today, that Yahuah, your mighty one, will set you high above all nations of the earth. So this is a promise. We must observe carefully. And most of our people don't even observe the commandments. But we must observe carefully all his commandments. Why all? Because when we are to keep, when we're being commanded to keep Pesach, at Jerusalem, in none of our gates, this is a command. You see, they keep Passover where they want to keep it. And they're not carefully observing all his commandments. They only say it with their mouth. He says, and all these barakas shall come upon you and overtake you because you obeyed the voice of Yahuah. Now, when you obey the voice, baraka will come upon you. Only when you obey the voice. And there's another stipulation. We're going to see it. Barak shall you be in the city. Barak shall you be in the country. Barak shall the fruit of your body, the produce of your ground, and the increase of your herds, the increase of your cattle, and the offsprings of your flocks. All right, we're getting an inkling. Where? Where are we going to be Barak? In Babylon? No. In the land of Ham? No. We're going to be Barak in Asia? No. We're going to be Barak in Europe? No. He says, the produce of your ground. You have ground. You have land. The righteous, not the wicked going down with the wicked. The righteous have land. So this is where the Barak is coming from. The produce of your ground is coming out of your ground, not the ground of Edom. You see, our people take this and they want to say this is talking about the ground where I live. No, that's not your ground. You buy a piece of property from Edom, that property rightfully still belongs to Edom. That's why you have to pay taxes. And if you don't pay your taxes, then they have the right to repossess your land. Barak shall your basket and your kneading bowl. Barak shall you be when you come in, and Barak shall you be when you go out. Yahuah will cause your enemies to rise against you, to be defeated before your face. Is this happening in Babylon today? No, no. We're rising up against ourselves. Our enemy is rising up against us, and our enemy has us fighting each other. We rise up against each other. So this is not happening. They shall come out against you one way and flee before you seven. 7 ways. Yahuah will command the Barakah on you in your storehouses and in all to which you set your hand, what you do, your works, and he will Barak you in the land which Yahuah, your Elohim, is giving you. Our Barakah is coming only from within the borders. Most people have no idea about this. Just none of your Christian pastors teach this, although it's right here in the scripture. I don't hear any of these camp leaders teaching this, although it's right here in the scripture. They will read verse 8. They'll say he'll Barak you in the land which Yahuah is giving you, and they skip it. They keep going. They don't put emphasis on it. In the land which Yahuah is giving you, did he give us Babylon? Once again, absolutely no. Did he give us the land of Ham? People still bent on the land of Ham. Did he give us the land of Ham? Go there if you want to. You will be committing the ultimate iniquity. You will be committing the iniquity of Canaan. If you don't know the iniquity of Canaan, why couldn't we take a wife of Canaan? We could not take a wife from Canaan because of the wickedness of Canaan. And when you run to the land of Ham, you are operating in the wickedness of Canaan. That will cause you to be uprooted out of the earth. No chance whatsoever of making it into the kingdom. You're in Babylon. You're operating in the iniquity of Canaan. See, your Christian leaders, your camp leaders, they can't teach this because they're operating in it. And so when it comes to this verse, They don't explain this verse. They can't tell their people. Okay, assembly, the churches, they call themselves the churches. Some camps even call themselves the churches. Christian churches with a different name. He will barack us in the land which Yahuah is giving you. He's not going to barack us in Babylon. He's not going to barack us in these scattered lands. See, they can't tell us this. They will never tell you this. Yahuah will establish you a Kadash people to himself, just as he has sworn to you. If, here's the stipulation, if you keep the commandments of Yahuah, your Almighty One, and walk in his ways, regardless of what Yahuah said, we must walk in his ways. And it's not bondage. Then all the people of the earth shall see that you're called by the name, that you are called by the name Yahuah. And they shall be afraid of you. They are not afraid of us in Babylon and these lands. Why? Because they still own the people. The people still subservient to their leaders. In the increase of your livestock and in the produce of your ground, in the land, here we go, in the land of which Yahuah swore to give to give your fathers and to you. So this is in the land. This is in the promised land. This is part of the covenant. Newsflash. The Most High will not barack you according to this scripture. He will not barack you like this in these scattered lands. We were put there for destruction. The curse, that's why this says, the curse shall be on us as an everlasting curse. And once shalom is taken from the earth and the righteous people go into the wilderness, hello Jacob's trouble. Hello Jacob's trouble. Hello the slaughter. Here comes the slaughter. What you was told about, what you heard from scripture, it will come to pass. And the ones on the outside will experience it. Yahuah will open to you good treasure. He's going to open the heavens, Shamayim, to give you rain to your land. Here it is. We can't get away from talking about the land. Let's try it. Let's try to teach scripture and let's try to get away from talking about the land. It never works. You understand how many times the scripture is talking about the land? So he's talking about giving rain to your land in its season, not giving rain to Babylon, and to barack all the work of your hand, regardless if someone tells you it's not of works, lest any man should boast, Shaul, not of works. And the Most High is talking about works here, the work of your hand. You shall lend to many nations. Are you lending? Wait a minute, not you, we. We're Yasharah. Are we lending to many nations? No. Why? Because the Most High have yet set us back where we need to be, back in the land. We have yet been set back up. We are still down. We're still conquered. We're only rising up to get slaughtered. Majority of us. Only a remnant of us going to make it through the slaughter. You shall be above only and not beneath, if you heed the commandments of Yahuah. Now see, this is the problem. Our forefathers didn't heed this command. They refused. They stopped their ears and refused to heed this command. Everything was great, and they figured everything will continue to be great, and we can do this, and we will be all right, which I command you today, and are careful to observe them. So you shall not turn aside from any words. We can't turn aside from any words which the Most High command us, to the right or to the left, and go after other mighty ones and serve them. We can't do this. But this is just what happened to us. In this, we were sidetracked. And then verse 15 kicked in, the curses begin, because we didn't heed the voice of the Most High. And the curses are still upon us till this day.